Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 5th, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have big breaking news, red alert, I want to share it to you guys. It says here, the bear leader, Vladimir, warned Moscow could provide, look at this, long range to other countries to strike Western. Ooh. Once again, guys, this is a rare interview. Give me a second. In a rare sit down with international journalists, the bear leader has warned that the bear capital could provide long range to others to strike Western targets. Well. Here we go. So the bear leader is saying, so you guys want to send equipment to the yellow and blue so they could hit me? I'm going to send my equipment to the Middle East and Cuba. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, what do you expect? The sleeping giant is the one asking for trouble. And now this biblical war is going to expand. Good job, Joe. Good job. And yeah, we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, this is something that nobody wants to hear. Because remember, back in the 60s, Cuba, they had their stuff. Now, I don't know if he's going to be putting stuff in Cuba, but he said he's going to be, giving some long range to others. He didn't mention no nations, but yeah, I do believe that there's a possibility Cuba might be in that list. So we are seeing a repeat of history. We are witnessing a great Bible prophecy, nation against nation, and we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Now, before I start, I have some news, very important news, and yeah, you guys could tell that I haven't been posting a lot of videos today. My wife, grandmother today has passed away. All right, she passed away about 6 or 7 hours ago, and we were talking to families and friends, setting up the funeral and everything. So right now everything seems like it's okay, and she did pass away in peace. She was with the grandbaby. She stayed with us, and the kids was with her, and we spent a lot of time with her, and she's at the very end she passed away in peace. So for those of you that support us through PayPal or Patreon, if you guys want to email us, and my email is Santiago, Santiago Louis Luis226 @gmail.com. Just give you guys some more updates. But yeah, we want to again thank every single one of you for making this happen by bringing her here to Florida, and that was her wish, to spend times with the grandbabies, and she spent time with them, and the grandbaby spent time with her. So again, Dorothy passed away today. She was a believer of Christ, and again, thank you so much for the prayers. All right, so again, like I said, guys, I'm gonna keep you updated on all this, and yeah, so 94 years old, and she lived a very, very, very long life. All right, so, and I'm sorry, guys. I know I said that I was gonna have her like on a live stream, but again, she came almost a week ago, and she was hooked on machines and oxygen machines, and she was using a face mask, the mask and everything. And again, it was really busy on us. We were setting up the room and everything. It just, we didn't had enough time, guys. So this is something that we didn't expect. I mean, it was just a shocking news today. You guys know the Lord is the one that calls. calls people and say your time is up. So um, we were not expecting this happening out of nowhere. So again, thank you so much for the prayer. Let's see what's going on here, guys. It says the bear leader warns that the bear could provide long range equipment to others to strike Western. Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? You have the sleeping giant lawlessness warhawk, just giving equipment to the yellow and blue and telling them to use it to strike the bear. So the bear is like, okay, so I'll do the same thing. So the bear leader Vladimir Wednesday, the bear leader warned Wednesday that the bear could provide long range to others to strike Western, in response to NATO allies allowing the yellow and blue to use their equipment to strike the bear territory. The bear leader also reaffirmed the bear capital readiness to use NUKE equipment if it sees a warning to its sovereignty. Pay attention. The recent action by the West will further undermine international security and could lead to very serious problems, he said, taking questions for international journalists, something that has become extremely rare since the bear capital sent troops into the yellow and blue. Excuse me, guys. So this is a rare interview. And he actually came out and said, I got something for the Western. Oh, I have something. If they want to play that dirty game, I got them. So it says that will mark their direct involvement in the biblical war against the Bear Federation, and we reserve the right to act the same way. You do what you got to do, Vlad. You do what you got to do. I mean, what the sleeping giant is doing just completely wrong. If the sleeping giant want to take on the bear, then do it. But stop using other lands, man. Sleeping giant, those in the spotlight. You've been telling us the sleeping giant are the strong ones. Sleeping giant, the great giant. You mess with the sleeping giant, you're gonna wake up the giant. Well, I don't see that. The sleeping giant is using others to do their job. So the bear is saying, look, you guys want to come to the ring or not? Man. So the sleeping giant in Germany recently authorized the yellow and blue to hit some targets on the bear soil with the long-range equipment they are supplying to the yellow and blue capital. On Wednesday, a Western official and a sleeping giant senator said the yellow and blue has used sleeping giant equipment to strike inside the bear under newly approved guidance from the 4-6. He gave the green light that allows sleeping giant equipment to be used for the limited purpose of defending Kharkiv, the yellow and blue second largest city. Now, the official was not authorized to comment publicly on a sensitive matter and spoke on condition of anonymity. All right, so the sleeping giant leader gives the green light. The yellow and blue fires their equipment and hit the bear S-300. And so the bear leader is saying, I got something for them. I'm going to send my long range now. But to who? Ooh, well, there's one. Oh, the hoodies. Yes. You guys already know what's going on there, right? Look at this. Look at, oh, what is this? What is this? You see that picture? That's a big, massive hole. What happened there? What happened there? Hold on, let me just pull this information up really quick. Hold on. What in the world is this? Sleeping Giant, what are you doing here, Sleeping Giant? What are you doing, Sleeping Giant? What are you doing, Sleeping Giant? Eisenhower. Boom. With apparent powerful equipment, it was hit. It was hit. Man. Oh. Keep messing. Go ahead, sleeping giant. Keep playing around. And again, I'm not against the sleeping giant. I'm against those in the spotlight. Keep playing. Keep playing. That will mark their direct involvement in the biblical war against the Bear Federation, and we reserve the right to act the same way. So the sleeping giant and Germany recently authorized the yellow and blue to hit. They gave the green light to the yellow and blue to hit some targets on the Bear soil. So why are foreigners giving the yellow and blue the okay? What's going on here? On Wednesday, a Western official and Sleeping Giant senator said the Yellow and Blue has used the Sleeping Giant equipment to strike inside the Bear land under newly approved guidance from the Sleeping Giant leader that allows Sleeping Giant equipment to be used. Wow. Here's the thing. There's no leader in a Yellow and Blue country. There's no leader. May 21st, 2024 was the last for Mr. Z. All right, that was his last term, and ever since then, it seems like the yellow and blue is giving green lights. It seems like the sleeping giant, the U.S., is giving the green light. Ever since May 21st, sleeping giant has been giving orders. The Bear leader claimed that using some equipment involves military personnel of those lands controlling the powerful equipment and selecting targets. And therefore, he said the Bear capital could take asymmetrical, I truly apologize about the word, steps elsewhere in the world. So basically, they want to do the same thing. They want to give long range to other lands. But what's the lands? What list? Middle E? Cuba? So it says here the sleeping giant said it does not control the equipment. Yeah. I truly despise when they say these things. I truly again, the sleeping giant think that we are fools. Man. The sleeping giant military said it does not control the equipment it provides to the yellow and blue or the target. So the sleeping giant gives all these equipment, and they're saying it's not our fault. We not pushing the button. It's them throwing the yellow and blue under the bus when they the one who gave the green light. If they consider it possible to deliver such equipment to the combat zone to launch strike on our territory and create problem for us, why don't we have the right to supply equipment of the same type to some regions of the world where they can be used to launch strike on sensitive facility of the lands that do it to the Bear? He has a point. If they could do it, why can't I? I could send my stuff and hit those region facility. I mean, they're doing it to me. What do you guys think? Again, if the sleeping giant does it, the Bear could do it too. I mean, if they want to play that game, they play that game too. We will think about it, he told the journalists on the sidelines. So asked whether the Bear could resort to using nuclear arms. The Bear leader said the condition for utilizing that arsenal are clearly spelled out in the Bear capital security doctrine. For some reason, they believe in the West that the Bear would never use it. The Bear's bluffing. They will never use it. Look at what it is written there. He said of the Bear nuclear doctrine. It's somebody actions warning of sovereignty and territorial integrity. We consider it possible to use all means at our disposal. Now it says here, even the Bear battlefield nuclear are much more powerful than what the sleeping giant used against, who, in WW2, the Bear leader said. Now, speaking to senior news leaders of international news agency, including the AP, for more than 3 hours, The bear leader also said nothing will change in terms of the bear and the sleeping giant relations, regardless of whether 4-5 or the 4-6 wins the sleeping giant November. We got to bring this up really quick. The bear leader said, the bear country doesn't really care who will be the sleeping giant leader. 4-6 or 4-5. The bear will work with any leader in a sleeping giant. That's it. We don't care. It says here we will work with any sleeping giant leader, the bear leader said. I say absolutely sincerely, I wouldn't say that we believe that after the election something will change on the bear track in the bear politics. Excuse me, in the sleeping giant politics, he added. We don't think so. We think nothing that serious will happen. The bear leader also said that the 4-5 felony convicts at his trial last week was the result of the use of the court system as part of the internal political struggle. The bear leader faced questions on various topics. Although the more than 2 years of operation in the yellow and blue dominating the session. All right. Some very powerful stuff is coming out today, guys. And I did post a video about Germany. You guys may want to check that video out. The bear leader claimed that the West had the opportunity to end the event in the yellow and blue, but did not act on them. Why? Ching ching! So much is just being poured in. Mr. Z just purchased a casino in Cyprus. A casino worth $200 million. Mr. Zelensky, who is going to own a casino? Man, $200 million casino. And again, not only that, he bought a $5 million mansion in Egypt. Ooh, nice. He also bought King Charles II, his mansion. Wow. Mr. Z, man, you are already having a good time with the sleeping giant TAX money. Mr. Z is like, I got some more stuff I'm going to buy too. Here's the thing. The Bible says they have received their reward on earth. So again, they received their reward on earth. Here's the thing, guys. When his time comes, that casino, that mansion is going to go to another person's hand. And if it's, again, it's going to go to another person's hand, another person's hand, another person's hand. No one gets to keep anything that belongs in this world. The money, the gold, the fame, all that type of stuff is off the world. You can't take it with you. You have received your reward on earth, temporarily. I'd rather receive the gift, the reward in the kingdom of heaven. When the Father say, well done, and this is your reward. I'd rather have that than the reward here on earth. So it says here, the bear leader claimed that the West had opportunity to end, and we already know that. Skip. Ask about the bear military losses. The bear leader said that no land would reveal that information during hostility, but claimed without providing details that the yellow and blue casual are 5 times greater than the bear. I agree. So let's say the bear lost 100,000. The yellow and blue lost about 600,000. But Mr. Z said only 32,000 were taken out in 2.5 years. If that's the case, then why you keep asking for help? I mean, you should have almost 1 million soldiers left, right? I mean, you should have a whole bunch. You should be winning. If only 32,000 were taken out in 2.5 years. So he's also said that the yellow and blue has more than 1,300 bear troops in captivity, while more than 6,400 of the yellow and blue are being held in the bear country. The claims cannot be independently verified, and some Western estimate put the bear losses much higher than the yellow and blue. Of Of course. I mean, what do you expect? This is Sleeping Giants. Anybody that believes the Sleeping Giant NEWS, I mean, come on. The Sleeping Giants news, they keep saying that Mr. Burns, Joe, is ahead of 4-5. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Guys, the 4-5 has gained $300 million ever since that guilty stuff. Hello? And they just opened a TikTok account. The 4-5 opened a TikTok account. He's almost at 5 million followers in the last 5 days, while the 4-6 only has 3,000 followers. You get the picture here? So, the Sleeping Giant news, baloney. Asked by AP about the case of WSJ reporter Mr. Evan, the bear leader said that the Sleeping Giant is taking energetic steps to secure his release. Now you have this person here was jailed over a year ago while on a reporting trip and charged with, I'm going to skip that name. So the journalist, his employer, and the Sleeping Giant have denied allegation, and the Sleeping Giant has declared him to be wrongfully detained. The bear leader said that any such release aren't decided via mass, but through a discreet, calm, and professional approach. And they certainly should be decided only on the basis of reciprocity. I actually apologize, guys. And added an allusion to a potential prisoner swap. Okay, so I believe that is the journalist that even, I think Tucker Carlson even mentioned that reporter when it was that interview between him and Vladimir. All right, give me a second here, guys. So a lot of this stuff here I'm just gonna skip. We almost at the end though. It says here, while meetings with journalists were part of previous sessions, he has not taken questions from Western journalists. Events since sending the troops to the Yellow and Blue. He doesn't want to talk to Sleeping Giant news. Last year, journalists from countries that the bear regards as unfriendly, including the Sleeping Giant, the UK, and the EU, were not invited. And Western official and investor also steered clear of the session after wide-ranging sanctions were imposed on the bear capital over the Yellow and Blue country. And that's where we are right now. And ladies and gentlemen, the bear leader has put out a very important message. If they want to send their long range to the Yellow and Blue and have the Yellow and Blue hit us with their equipment, then I'm going to send my long range. And man, again, guys, he's referring to, I guess, facilities in Europe. Possibly also the Sleeping Giant. What do you guys think? I could send my stuff too. Cuba! 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 You guys already know Cuba. They don't mind having the bear stuff in their land. They had it before. They'd do it again. And they had theirs pointed at D.C. That was back in the 1960s when JFK was the Sleeping Giant leader. So what do you guys think? Leave comments down below. The Sleeping Giant keep playing, provoking the bear. The Sleeping Giant is going to put themselves in a really tough spot. I mean, they did it many times. They're looking, those in the spotlights of the Sleeping Giant, making themselves look like fools. Already, the 4-5 just gained almost $400 million ever since guilty. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I want to thank everybody so much for the prayers and for the support for my wife, grandmother. Once again, Dorothy has passed away. And thank you so much for making this happen, guys. I mean, the young ones had spent time with their grandma. And the grandma was very happy. Very happy. And they were watching I Love Lucy together. So it was an amazing time. And thank you so much for making this happen, guys. Now, like I said, we weren't expecting this. I mean, no one could predict death, God is the one that calls and said the time is up. So, but again, when she came, she had a lot of love, um, at that very last moment. She's seen many, many families. Even my brother and his wife and his kids came from West Palm Beach and spent time with us. So a lot of grandbabies came and spent time with grandma. Thank you so much for the prayers. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.